Okay, here's some help with homework sheet 4. First question is a triangle. You have to work out the equation of the median AM, the orange line. So because it's a median, then the 3 steps that we need to go through, first of all is we find the midpoint, because median means middle. So we find the midpoint M, which is halfway between B and C. Then we work out the gradient of AM, the orange line. And then once we have that gradient and we have the point A, we can substitute into y minus b equals mx minus a. Second question, find the equation of the tangent, that's the blue line. Now what we know is that a tangent makes a right angle with the radius. So we know the blue line is perpendicular to the red line. First thing we need to do then is we need to work out the gradient of the radius. How are we going to do that? We're going to have to find the centre first of all. Now we can get the centre quite easily. We know how to get the centre from this form of a circle equation. So get the centre, use the centre and the 0.62 to get the gradient of the radius. Once you've got the gradient of the radius, then get the gradient of the tangent. And you know it's perpendicular to the radius, so we know how to do that. And then we're going to use the 0.62 and that gradient that you've just found and plug it into the formula y minus b equals mx minus a. Question 3, just a nice easy standard recurrence relation question. Okay, why does the sequence have a limit? Well, you know it's got something to do with the 0.3, and I'll leave it at that, and then find the limit. That shouldn't cause any problems, that question. Question 4, 2 identical circles join at the point 93. You've got the equation of one of them, this here, and you have to find the equation of the other circle. So, from this equation here, we can work out what the centre of the circle is. That, you'll find, will be this point here. How are we going to find the centre of the other circle, the one on the right hand side? Well, once we know what this point is, we can go to that point, and then we can go from that point to that centre just using the same step. So 2 along, 1 up sort of thing to get there. Also, you'll know from the equation of the circle we have up here how to work out the radius. Remember, that's using the formula g squared plus f squared minus c. Once you've worked out the radius, if you know what this centre is here for this one, you can write down the equation of the circle in that form there. Question 5 is a bit like question 1 actually. Find the equation of the median AD. It's not got a picture drawn, so we'll do a quick sketch of the picture. AD, well, we need to find D first of all. How do you find D? It's the midpoint of BC. Then we get the gradient of AD, and then we use y minus b. Okay, so it's almost identical to the first question. And then lastly, number 6. Now some people might get a wee bit confused with this one because the recurrence relation is not written in its normal way. Normally you would see, normally you would see un plus 1 equals mun plus c. But here we've got n and n minus 1. But it doesn't really matter what we've got, it's just the same format, but they've just changed the numbers a little bit. So, all we need to do to find u2 is put u1 into the formula, because u2 is going to be 0.9 of u1 plus 2. Okay, this subscript here is always one more than this subscript here. So put your U1 value in. The question tells you that U1 is equal to 3. So put that into the formula and that'll let you work out what U2 is. For part B, what's the smallest value of n for which it goes bigger than 10? You'll need your calculator. So put your starting value in, 3, and press equals. Then put the recurrence relation in, 0.9 times the answer, add 2. Then if you keep pressing the equals button and watch the screen and you count how many times you need to press it until it goes above 10. And then lastly, part C, find the limit. That's okay, that shouldn't cause you any problems. Okay, that's the end of homework sheet 4.